John, congratulations. That's masterclass again today.
It was a great performance. Yeah, it was a performance we're building towards. Maybe over the last couple of months. Oh right, okay. Bring one of those guys. Yeah, bring in Tom Morrissey there. Yeah. Yeah, listen, we got things right from the start, I think, today, in terms of our setup, and we got the energy levels right. We started putting a lot of pressure, I think, on Cork ball coming out of defence, and I think most of all, when we had the ball ourselves, we used it really, really well and managed to create a lot of space. And to be fair, the lads up front really were running like mad into the spaces, and we're retaining the ball, so our accuracy was very high. I just think we got into a flow, and when you get into that state, it's really, really hard to stop.
It's very active full time, I know that, but how are you feeling? I know you're back-to-back titles, it's 3 and 4 years, it must be overwhelming a bit.
It is hard to comprehend, sure. It just seems like yesterday we were after having 2 championship matches in 2017 and last sport, and we're facing into a winter of complete and utter total soul searching, and I suppose we've just managed to turn it around, and there's a great confidence in the group, there's a great work ethic in the group, there's a great capacity there. They seem to be able to push the boundaries of their performances outwards and upwards on a continual basis, and they're very much on an upward trajectory at the moment, and we just got to keep pushing the boundaries.
You were already the most successful Limerick team now. Do you have the hunger to go on and make that record even better?
Listen, I'm not worried about what's coming down the road at all. For me at the moment, and I'm sure for the lads, it's about now. It's about enjoying today. It's a great privilege to be here today. It's a great privilege to be, after putting in a performance like that in the most important sporting fixture in hurling in the country today, and to do that when you need it most. There's tremendous satisfaction in producing that level of performance, and it was a huge collective effort, I think, which gives me even greater satisfaction, because the guys maybe who didn't even feature today, lads who didn't make the 26 today, lads who didn't make the starting 15 today, they put in tremendous efforts and performances over the recent weeks, as only as late as last Tuesday night, and it was their sharpening of the blade, if you like, that produced that performance today, and their contribution very much needs to be acknowledged by me and by the rest of the group, because without it you can't produce levels of performance like that.
John, could you imagine a margin at that scale this morning?
No, absolutely not. No, and listen, I'll be straight with you. I was acutely aware of Cork's rising levels of performance over the summer, and the confidence they were garnering, the support that they were garnering. They had a head of steam up, and when you have a head of steam, as we know in 18, it can be often very hard to stop that. So, whilst we were aware of it, we didn't obsess about it, and we trusted our own players. We trusted the work that we were doing, and we stayed focused on that work, and stayed focused on what was important to us coming into today's game and trying to deliver on that. And anything that was a consequence of today's result was irrelevant to us in our own space. Obviously there's a context, there's a narrative there, but that's not part of what we're involved in. We're involved in preparing the team to perform, and the players are involved in preparing themselves to get the best out of themselves. So, yeah, after these things have happened, it's great to take a moment to maybe consider the achievements, but I think ultimately for people involved with teams, it's all about the performance and the satisfaction that the coaches, that Paul Kinnerk can take from that performance today. Alan Cunningham and Angus O'Brien, Donald Grady, Timmy Houlihan, Shani Donnell, Carolyn, all our backroom team, you know, the satisfaction that they can take from their work coming to fruition on the pitch on the most important day, you know, that's real satisfaction.
Did you feel that the performance was coming?
Yeah, listen, we're good at assessing where we're at any given time. That's important in two ways, because obviously if you're not going well, as we were at times earlier in the year, we have to be able to acknowledge that, and we struggled early doors, you know, because we just had a lot of work to do when we came back. But we got the timing right. I think we timed our return to training right, we timed our push in our work right, and that's down to Mikey Kiely and Paul, you know, in terms of their setting the markers along the road to where we want to be at any given time. So huge kudos to them guys, because they got us right on the day that it mattered most to be ready for. So we were incrementally building towards today during the course of the year, but we had setbacks along the way, such as the Munster final first half, you know, complete and utter, you know, fail on our part, you know, to perform on that occasion in the first half. But you know, we got it right today.
John, what was the last few minutes like? Because obviously you hit a point where you knew we were going to win this. You had to soak it in and even the full time. What's it like?
Only I can tell you in the last minute. Yeah, I suppose just listen, it's the nature of the beast. It's just the way we are. We're just so much in the moment. We're living each puck out. You know, there's a lot going on with substitutes coming in and out at that stage of the game. There's lads with knocks and things. And even though there is a margin there, you never really take your foot off the gas until it's over, you know, and that's just the way it is. And I would be disappointed if we did anything different, to be honest with you. I think that would be a mark of disrespect to the opposition.